Hi, I'm Robin Ganzert. I'm president of American Humane. Thanks for coming back for our latest episode of Humane Heroes. We've been reading together volume 1 of our very special project with Chicken Soup for the Soul. These books, as you know, are all free, available for free on all the ebook platforms. And what's really nice too is that we've provided teaching curriculum, we've provided worksheets and fun coloring pages, all sorts of great things to do that after you read each chapter together or enjoy our storytelling time, you can download. And that can be available for you at Chicken Soup for the Soul /AH. Let's get started on our last 2 chapters. Can you believe we've already gone through this entire book and we're down to the last 2 stories? Well, friends, as we start these last 2 stories, know that I always believe you can't protect what you don't love and you can't love what you don't know. And I'm really hopeful that our Humane Heroes stories have allowed you to get to know some very special and endangered creatures, and that truly together we can work to save more animal lives. So let's see what we're going to have stored right now. Chapter 11, Saving Giant Birds After They Are Hurt. Let's learn more. SeaWorld rescues more birds than any other type of animal. Today, sandhill cranes are the #1 type of bird rescued by SeaWorld Orlando. I had no idea. Sandhill cranes are nearly 4 feet tall. That is very, very tall. Their wingspans are more than 6 feet. That's huge. They're found in flat, open areas and marshes throughout Florida. I've actually seen them in Orlando. They're really, really amazing creatures. But people are building their homes where sandhill cranes live, so they're sometimes found marching through backyards or alongside busy roads. These big, beautiful, and very noisy birds love to dance. They dance in pairs, starting out slowly and then jumping in the air, and they flap their wings. Their dancing is one of the many reasons sandhill cranes are so popular. A gentleman by the name of Dean works at SeaWorld. He focuses on caring for the birds. There he is with one of these incredible cranes. I love this. Sometimes Dean finds cranes that have been shot by arrows or hit by golf balls. He's even found cranes that have had bullets in them. Horrific, horrific job. Most of the time, the cranes that Dean rescues were hurt by an accident. One way they get hurt is by looking inside trash for food. If you litter, the sandhill cranes can hurt their bills, their feet, and feathers if they get caught in the trash. How does Dean find the hurt cranes, and how does he help them? Usually people will see a crane that needs help and they'll know to call Dean and his team. And Dean will drive hours to go pick up and rescue a hurt bird. What a great gentleman. What a great humane hero. Sometimes a hurt crane will be scared and will try to get away. It doesn't know that Dean is there to help it, not harm it. So Dean finds its net and he helps with this net to gather up this bird. Normally, sandhill crane adults are found in pairs. The mother crane and the father crane work together to raise their babies. Dean knows how upset the cranes are when they're separated, but if one of them is hurt, it must go back to SeaWorld to get care. Dean writes down exactly where he finds each crane, and when they're helped and when they're healed and healthy, he takes them right back where he found them. He lets them go, and they're usually able to find their families again. I love that. Saving sandhill cranes with serious injuries isn't easy. Inventive, specially designed lift and support structures allow injured cranes to eat and rest while keeping weight off their broken limbs. It takes a great deal of patience, determination, and most importantly, love for these big birds to fully recover. Fortunately, that's something that they find with Dean and other caring members of his team. Sandhill crane mothers and fathers work as a team to raise their young. And these animal rescuers work together as a team to save injured animals. We could all join the team and protect sandhill cranes by putting trash in its place, never feeding wild animals, and slowing down our cars while watching out for our feathered friends. I love this story. And if you want to see a video of all the special equipment they're using to help care for these and rehabilitate these injured birds, visit chickensoup.com /AH for videos. They're amazing. We are now coming down to our final chapter of Humane Heroes. I love this book series. And again, we can't protect what we don't love, and we can't love what we don't know. And I hope now that you're falling in love with some of these animals, as all of us at American Humane have. Well, our last chapter together is rainforest. Are you ready? Let's go. Do you know what a coral reef is? It's like a rainforest under the sea, a place where thousands of different animals and plants can live together. Coral reefs provide an important place to live for plants and fish and other undersea animals. They rely on the reef for protection. The reef slows down the big waves that would toss them around. They give fish and other animals a safe place to raise their babies. The reef slows down those big waves and again, making it safe. The reefs are also a good place for fish and other animals to find food. Reefs are a great hiding place. Many fish that live in coral reefs are brightly colored, which helps them to blend in among the corals. If you look at a reef in an aquarium or while you're snorkeling, you will see the fish and other animals hiding in the reef and peeking their heads out from little holes. How do those reefs get there? They are built by little animals that push a hard material from their bodies that creates the reefs. The largest reef of all is the Great Barrier Reef in Australia, but there are reefs in oceans all over the world. The bad news is that coral reefs are sick. Humans have been hurting them with our boats and pollution, and changes in the Earth's climate are also bad for them. There is good news though. There are many conservation organizations making efforts to help save endangered coral reefs and the animals that call them home. Nick Ireland is an aquarium worker at SeaWorld San Antonio. He cares for hundreds of species of fish, amphibians, reptiles, sharks, and live coral species. He prepares diets, monitors animal health, and maintains many aquarium exhibits in the park. Nick also works to help animals outside of the park. He works with an organization called Sea Corps International. Sea Corps is a group of scientists, zoo and aquarium people, and local citizens from all over the world. They all care about saving coral reefs. Sea Corps works hard to raise new coral. They grow them in specially protected areas like aquariums. And once those corals are big enough, they are planted in reefs where they can continue to grow and make the reef strong again. One example of a coral reef that needs help is elkhorn coral, which looks a lot like horns of an elk or a moose. Elkhorn coral used to be found all over the Caribbean, but is now very hard to find. Over the past 50 years, elkhorn coral has been in decline due to water pollution and is now threatened with extinction. That would mean that we would never have elkhorn coral again anywhere in the world. Nick and people at Sea Corps visit the Caribbean islands and each year, and they work on saving elkhorn coral. They collect little pieces of the coral, take them back to the aquariums to grow some of them, and then they go back to the Caribbean and they replant this. This is how Nick is working to help save vital coral reefs close to us in the Caribbean and all over the world. Friends, this is our last chapter of the first volume of Humane Heroes. This series of books is about critically important work being done to preserve the Earth's most amazing species, remarkable endangered species for which we're able to share the Earth with. I hope you will join me for Volume 2 very soon, and special thanks to our friends at Chicken Soup for the Soul for helping us launch this great initiative. For more exercises, for curriculum related to each of the chapters and learning lessons, visit chickensoupforthesoul.com/AH. Thank you from all of us at American Humane. And remember, you can't protect what you don't love, and you can't love what you don't know. Thank you.